First, sponsored by George Sink Injury Lawyers.
Well, it was a very active day across the area. We did have a warm front lift through that created the showers overnight, and then we had a cold front move through, generating a lot of activity. We did only have one severe thunderstorm warning in the area. The good news is we are going to be cooling down for tonight. Temperatures are currently going to be falling into the 60s, but eventually we're going to be making it into the 50s to start the day tomorrow. It is going to be mostly sunny, but you're still going to need that jacket in the morning at 7 a.m. at the beaches. 54 degrees, and inland you'll be down to 50, but we'll all be sitting comfortably in the mid-60s by noon.
Coverage you can
tests. New at 11, one person is hurt after a shrimp boat caught fire and sank today during the annual blessing of the Fleet Festival in Mount Pleasant. Here's a picture of the foundering boat on fire.
You're watching Number 1 News 13 at 11.
Welcome back. It's prom season for high school students across the country, and one student.
Meteorologist Hannah Ronner with Viper 13 real-time radar.
Welcome back. It is 11:17 on your Sunday. We're taking a look at radar and satellite imagery across the Carolinas. Things are looking pretty good. The rain really cleared out about 4 o'clock this afternoon. There was a little bit of light showers along the Appalachian Mountains, but even those are beginning to fizzle out. So this clear weather is going to be lasting for several days. We don't have a rain chance, of course, until we get to next weekend. But looking at radar, zooming into our viewing area, there was still a little bit of activity going on to the north. So north of Scotland County, even some thunderstorms are still rolling through central North Carolina. But the good news is our viewing area is looking great. We're already clear and things are beginning to cool down. Eventually, we're going to be falling into the lower 50s in portions of the PD and mid 50s at the coast. But we're also going to be sunny all week, the first week of May, and temperatures are going to end up being well below average for this time of year. We'll look at the futurecast to start tomorrow morning. The winds are going to be out of the southwest, but you'll notice a nice cloudless start to the morning. The afternoon is looking great, maybe a little bit more clouds, but still it's going to be a mostly sunny Monday. And temperatures to start on Tuesday, they're going to end up being a little bit warmer on than Monday, just by a couple degrees, but it is still going to be a perfectly sunny day. You're really going to need your sunscreen this week. By 11 o'clock, maybe a little bit more cloud cover for the northern part of the viewing area, but we're still not going to be seeing any rain. The low temperatures for tonight are going to be below average for this time of year. The normal is about 56 in Florence, so we'll be 50 for tonight for Florence, Lumberton, and Scranton. A little bit west of I-95, we could be dropping down into the upper 40s. 51 for Conway and Georgetown. Myrtle Beach's normal temperature for this time of year is 58, so 54. Just a little bit off there. The highs for tomorrow are going to be much cooler than what we saw today. West of I-95 in Cheraw in the upper 60s, but most of the PD will be 70 to 72 degrees. 73 for Conway and Georgetown, and the immediate coast is going to be very similar to the PD, still going to be about 72 degrees for tomorrow. And it is still going to be mild. 70 does feel great outside, especially when it is still very sunny. It's also going to be a little bit breezy for tomorrow, so just keep that in mind. But these temperatures are well below average for this time of year. Not so much in North Myrtle Beach. 72 is only off by about 3 degrees, but for Florence and Lumberton, the departure from normal is 8 degrees below average. At the beaches, they're going to be a little bit better than what we saw today. It is still going to be pretty breezy with a west wind of 15 to 20 miles per hour. Waves are going to be 2 to 4 feet. A small craft advisory will be in place until 4 o'clock in the morning, so for the next 5 hours or so. The water temperature down to 71, and there is a moderate rip current risk in effect for tomorrow. And here is the 7-day forecast where we'll have temperatures kind of varying by 2 to 4 degrees over the course of the week. So 74 on Tuesday and then a little bit cooler on Wednesday down to 70. Inland, we're going to be on Tuesday at 74 degrees, 72 Wednesday, and 74 Thursday.
She's laughing because we've had a great show. She forgot a remote at the top, but I clicked for her. I misspoke and I said blessing of the feet. And then I had an all-time voice crack earlier when I was talking about high school prom, as if I was back in high school. So.
It's been a great show. It's very late. It is really hard to not laugh right now.
But you know what? We're all smiles because that weather is all sunshine.
Yep, sunny and 70s. Can't get better than that.
Nope, we cannot. We're going to keep this short. Coming up next, college baseball highlights from Coastal in South Carolina. And then you'll also get the latest
of the NHL playoffs. The Florida Panthers had a major overtime upset over the Bruins after a historic season for the city of Boston. The Panthers shocked the world, winning 4-3, and they will face the Maple Leafs in the second round. Hannah, you're a big hockey fan. Is this the choke of the century?
It's definitely really bad. If you're a Boston fan, it was really hard to watch the last 3 games of the series. I think it all went downhill at Game 5 when the goaltender kind of made a mistake that led to the overtime goal win for the Panthers. So definitely not the best going for the Boston Bruins by far, but you know, at least they made history. Yeah, they made history. You know, the most games
Stanley
wins.
Cup would have been a better season.
Yeah, but that only happens like 20% of the time where you win the President's Trophy and the Stanley Cup.
Well, we got a little carried away.
Well, the weather's uneventful, so sunny and
Sunshine
70.
tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Hope you laughed with us.